Hey there folks, welcome you all to yet another vlog of mine. We are exactly where we were at the end of the last vlog. No, hang on, wait, I'm getting confused, people. Just kidding. It's another short vlog, it's on the telephone machine. I've got a few things to talk about. I finished another game, people, I tell you. But before we get on to that, Cafe Steve is set up once again outside. We've been so lucky with the sun in Blackpool on Fridays. Well, in general, actually. We've only had a couple of days of rain this week, which has been a nice sprinkle, a bit of a change. But we've been so lucky with the Friday weather. So I come home and want my little cheeky beds, as it were. Flagons up Friday. I've had nothing but glorious weather. And this is why every vlog is like this with Cafe Steve set outside. And Cafe Steve may actually get used because it's quite breezy and quite pleasant because a lovely wind to go with the sunshine. So I shall be sitting out there with a bit of my music playing just after this, while this uploads, in fact. So let's crack on, shall we? Flagons up to you all, as we always do in these things. F you to everybody. Cheers, I'm going to have a little sip of this first. You know I'd buy you one if I could. Oh, that's lovely. So yes, I finished another game, people. I finished another game, and I'm going to tell you all about that in just a second. But first, for all those people, I put a poll up last week, I think it was. Yeah, it was. It was this time last week, in fact, just after I posted the last vlog, I think, or just before. And it was asking any of you fine people who follow my channel, sub up and so forth, if you were footballing fans who did the Fantasy League. I nearly said Final Fantasy League there. Not Final Fantasy League, the Fantasy League, the Premier League Fantasy League. And it was about 11 or 12 of you, I think, responded saying, hell yeah, get me into that action. And to be fair, most of you wanted to join my existing league rather than me create a new one. And that may well still be the case, but just for the minute, because I haven't quite got my normal league set up yet, and I'm not quite sure what's happening with it. It kind of connects to work and all sorts of stuff. So I will come back to that, I promise you. But I have set up a brand new league. I posted up information on the community page, just telling you what the join code was, but I shall tell you here. So it's called Joystick League. Hey, I thought long and hard. There was a big marketing meeting about that, people. Joystick League, and the code to join is written on my iPad here on the back of this envelope. I mean, the join code is this is all little letters as well. GT31IK, all little letters. GT31IK. So if you want to join the Joystick League, then get to it, people, because I need you. I know it's still early doors. I know a lot of people haven't set the teams up yet, to be fair, because we've still got, what, 28 days or something before the league starts. But I need to have a rough idea of how many people are going to, well, do what they said they would, people. Do what they said they would last week. They assured me, they promised me. I have it written in blood. Well, you know, I've got a couple of buttons pressed. So anyway, yes, get on with it, people. Get joined in, because I need to make sure that league's worthwhile, because at the moment there's just me and one other person in it, but there was 11 or 12 of you last week that wanted to join in. Get cracking on your teams, get joining in, and I shall keep that open. And if things go well with my normal league, I'll give you details on how to join that if I think it's the right way to go about things. Moving swiftly on to the gaming side of things. I finished another game. Well, I was talking last week, I think I'd started Beyond Two Souls Remaster, because I got the... Well, I basically ran through the Quantic Dream triple set, because I had the remastered double pack of Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, but my son got me Detroit Become Human for my birthday. So I played Detroit, and I then immediately wanted to go and play Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. And I don't know, I think probably what I said was right, so far as I think Heavy Rain is my favourite because of its ambience and because of its originality. Well, I mean, I say originality, it was probably not a murder story that's bringing anything fresh. It was just the way that it was done in a game that just kind of hooked you in and kept you captivated, I think. But now that I've played all three, I honestly believe that Beyond Two Souls is one of the most underrated games that I've ever seen scored. Because I remember when it came out and I was really excited because Heavy Rain got like 9 out of 10s, 9.5 out of 10s. And I think its problem was it was living in the shadow of Heavy Rain. If that game had come out as their first game, I think it would have got the 9 and 9.5s. I think it was kind of living in the shadow of it. And a lot of people had this bugbear with the fact that the timeline jumped all over the place. You were a little girl as her, then you were a teenager, then you were a little girl again, then you were grown up, then you were a girl again. But that was kind of the whole point of the game, without giving too much away. Her memories are all jumbled. And it doesn't take away... I mean, I have played that game twice now. Once before the remaster, but the standard version on the PS3, and now on the PS4 remaster version. And I don't have a problem with that timeline at all. It makes perfect sense that it jumps about like that. But, funnily enough, you can now play it in the order. They've given you two options at the beginning of the game. Play as was designed, or play in order of timeline. So you can play in order of timeline now, which is pretty cool. But for me, I think Heavy Rain will still sit at the top of that tree. So I think when I talked about these three games last time, if you were to play them, play Heavy Rain first, then Beyond Two Souls, then Detroit. I think that still stands. But I think from all of those games, from a gameplay perspective and the amount of environments it gives you, an amount of story context it gives you in Beyond Two Souls, it is, and the gameplay as well, which is far more interesting because of the vibe it has in it between her and what's going on as the second soul entity. Won't give too much away if you've not played it. Is absolutely fantastic, and I personally, it's just a spectacular, and it's as good looking, that remaster, as Detroit. It is stunning. And Heavy Rain doesn't stand up as well in its graphic. I mean, it still looks great, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't stand up anywhere near as well as Beyond Two Souls does, as that remaster does. If you were to play both of those games back to back and not know that Beyond Two Souls was a remaster, you wouldn't know. You would not know that that was a remaster and wasn't a new gen game. It is stunning. The environments are just incredible, and as are the characters and stuff. Absolutely amazing. So I have now finished the triple collection. I'm sure they've done more games than that. I think they had like one or two games before the PS3. But anyway, what was it called? There's one actually springing to mind, and it's not going to come to me. But it is quite a big game from the PS2 days, I think. But anyway, so I've got that triple pack done now. So that's 3 games, as many weeks, people, I think, that I've actually finished. Which is just, because of the channel and because of the fact that I've been not playing a game if I'm not recording it. I just continuously don't finish games, and it's become this bloody in-joke with me and my son. Like, I keep buying games and never finish them. Like, why don't you finish the ones you've got? So, and you'll tell that I'm actually sticking to the non-RPG stuff off camera, which is exactly that. It's because I know you want to see me play the RPGs, so I will do the other stuff off camera. So that's been absolutely fantastic, and I've moved on from that, and I have started Spider-Man from scratch. I did a few episodes of Spider-Man on the channel just to show it off a little bit, but I was never going to do it as a full Let's Play. So I've just started that the other night. I think I've had 2 nights gameplay of that. But last night I sat down and I recorded 3 episodes of Dragon Age for you, Inquisition, because I think the last one had gone up on Monday, episode 7, part 7. So you were without on Tuesday and Wednesday, but I posted one up, and Thursday to be fair. But I recorded them yesterday, 3 parts. You've got one today, which you got this morning. You'll have one tomorrow, and you'll have one on Sunday. And I shall attempt to record some on Sunday, Monday, or what have you, and keep cracking, because I'm really enjoying that. The 3 episodes I recorded last night were superb, once again. Well, I think so, Let me know in the comments below if you think they're shite, you know what I mean? But I tell you, I can't believe the response to that. I mean, the amount of views, like I think every single video I've put up has got over 100 views. For my little channel, that's incredible. Like, on a regular viewing basis, there's very, very few things in my Let's playlist playlists that have over 100 views on 7 videos. It's usually something that I've got up before anyone else, like Divinity or, Arcania, stuff like that, which is from way back. So yeah, I'm delighted with that. So I'll keep playing that. I shall. So you can expect plenty more episodes of that. I'm hoping to see that through, to be fair. So what else? What else did I want to talk about? I think I've got it on my Dragon Age. Yeah, there was only one other thing. Another vlog not long ago. I think it was the E3 vlog that I talked about a game that kind of popped out the blue at me. It was called Sinking City, and it was kind of evil within, mixed with a bit of Resident Evil-y type stuff going on. And maybe a bit of Last of Us kind of. That's the vibe it gave off at the time, and this bizarre sort of world that this guy was in. And it was all sort of 1930s sort of wear that he was wearing and weapons and stuff, and it looked amazing, absolutely amazing. So anyway, I didn't realise it had come out. It came out I think on the 29th of June or something, and I just spotted it on the store last night, so I went and googled the reviews. And now I know you shouldn't really base your decision on reviews, but I didn't realise it was Frogwares that had made that game, who are the people that have been making the Sherlock Holmes games for ages. Now, what I was reading was that it's a little bit clunky and a little bit clumsy in places, which, it's Frogwares and they're not a massive studio. They are what they are, so don't expect a AAA title as such. It will be a little bit clumsy, but I think people's biggest gripe was that it is still an investigative game. You investigate shit in this game, and they'd kind of dumbed down all of the Sherlock Holmes investigation and made it too simple. So the people that were actually Sherlock Holmes fans that wanted to then play that kind of game as a Sherlock Holmes fan feel a bit let down because they wanted it to be a bit more thought process, a bit more complicated. And so, other than that, and it was a little bit clumsy in places, it seemed to do all right. I think it was getting 7 out of 10 or something like that. I think it's done okay. So it's still something I'm going to think about, but it's not something I'm going to be spending £45-50 on. So it's something that I'll have a little think about for later down the road. And if I give it a little try and I think you guys might like to see a bit of it, then maybe I'll do that. But it's not something I'm going to dive straight into because we are, after all, an RPG channel, people. But, not by design, but it's the way it's happened. And there you are. That's all I've got to talk to you about. I am done. The sun is shining. Look at it. It's glorious out there. Look. And, you're not going to see it from here, I've cut the grass. Let's go outside, people. Look. Cut the grass, look. Flags up to you all. Have a fantastic Friday, and I shall see you all. Oh, well, hang on a minute. I haven't said. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in this vlog of mine. Gonna have a sip of this. And I shall see you all in the next one. Take it easy, folks. Bye.